John Mahama and you will be assessed a wooden the democrats on Concordia warrior cramo and I say only when democrat BB. You know, like morally bankrupt, intellectually bankrupt. When it comes to outside the box thinking, that is a no. You know, Mahama is just I mean why? You see, I don't see what is so special about Mahama that people want to make us believe say he's this type of person that we know indeed. Now, this is said the name Temakru about Beshek and we said Canada and I don't bet Shiano, no mini Beshian, no one minute was on for Ghana for the camera. The same John Dramani Mahama, The same John Dramani Mahama. Yes, a circle. Ne bad luck here when I remember Huntino. But he tank a trust the Akoshe and Crawford won't Crawford say. Young first come mamma, no man friendly, and will be draw home 1 year, you know. Not said the name Temakru. I am the Renaissance Sabe, what before Ben. Don't put your band, yes, I pick it 1 for a band of Winston Popino. Said the name Tama crying and when said no one to work as Siapa, this happening. As a sense can go, and your chronon and Kaopes or bar, and your chronon Jimmy and Wakana. Such a money, we give it in cash. Can you check? As we speak, the National Health Insurance Scheme, after everything we have done to sustain it for 8 years, these people are finding it hard to even keep it up. And it is all because now, have you seen what the American government is doing to Ghana now? You see what the FBI is doing?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, because they know the thieves are in power. And when the thieves are in power, they move. And once you move, you see crime, this is how crime works, You beat yourself fraud in the DNA. I bet you also where they move. Once you come and you want to make that your main job, you get exposed, and that's what happened. Most of these boys see cocaine dealers near they told some Mahama is coming and business is going to go. But we are in an AI world.
This is Koda Media TV, and welcome to your favorite Buga show. What is Siwa? Yabetra. My name is Fifi Abi Sechi. We are very grateful that in spite of the inconvenience, you are still with us. Today's topic is President John Mahama a scammer or a patriot? With me to discuss this issue is Felix Appiah of Political Zone, Canada. To kick-start the discussion, please listen to these following videos first.
Despite the work we have done in stabilizing the economy, Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, have started to escalate crude oil prices dramatically. I've asked our Minister of Finance and Minister of Energy to keep a close eye on the development and model the possible impacts on our petroleum prices and prepare measures to protect the recent gains.
The Russia-Ukraine conflict cannot possibly be responsible for the suffering we're going through.
I do think we must also look at the realities of the world situation, the global financial crisis and all that.
Our economy is still fragile. This year, we have revised growth figures downwards because of the developments in the international markets. You know, China's slowdown is affecting the whole international financial market. Our world has become an increasingly complex one and unpredictable. Majority of economies around the world are sailing against strong headwinds.
Viewers, I urge you to like and share, so that others who are not presently around can view it subsequently, later on. Thanks for watching the videos. We now invite Felix Appiah to do justice to his normal show, the Buga show. Felix, are you there?
Watching there. Yes, I'm here, Mr. Vance. I'm here. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. You now have the floor.
Okay.
You now have the floor.
If I'm correct, the topic for today is if Mahama is a scammer or a patriot.
Yeah, President John Mahama a scammer or a patriot?
And I don't know. I believe this is a question that is already answered, or the dealings of John Mahama, his incompetence both in opposition and in government, should tell everyone who follows Ghana politics that he's indeed not only like a scammer, but he doesn't have the mindset of growth. He doesn't know how to grow a country. He doesn't know how to govern a country. And because of these things that John Mahama has, say, onyo bi a oye credible, onyo bi a ubetumi edi weni ato ne so say obeye bibi papa bi manaboa Ghana. Because for me, I believe that seminar opportunity to work on something. Now, maybe due to one or two things, I'm not able to work on that to the better fruition of it. Neminya a second chance, I will do it better, or I will try to, at least, if nothing at all, correct the mistakes or some of the mistakes that I did. And so far, John Mahama has showed the whole world, not just Ghana, say indeed he's as empty as like the word empty can be. And so even if you call him a scammer, scammer is just how do you call it? It's a frenzy or a scammer. He's more than a scammer. You see, he's dangerous for the development of Ghana. And when we just contextualize it with just scam, then like he gets away with it, right? Because what he's doing is something that is going against the whole country. If you watch what he's doing, is what is going against the whole country. And I believe, even though the NDC, as we have it at this time, they are still thinking, they are in power. They are in power. They are in power. So they are not really willing to give up on Mahama yet. But after the mid-year review, like I always predict, when the heat is now high, when they are now feeling it, they will now come to appreciate that indeed John Mahama and you will be assessor wouldn't be a democrat on Concordia warrior cramo and I say only when democrat BB. Like morally bankrupt, intellectually bankrupt. When it comes to outside the box thinking, that is a no-no. Mahama is just why? You see, I don't see what is so special about Mahama that people want to make us believe, say he's this type of person that we know indeed. Because you see, Mr. Baza, so me say obi a kromfo, right? I'm expecting to see so nipano when we are there printing or a kromfo. You are now some person make us say obi a good person, so and say me who so nipano a show be good and send me to me. I can say, look at this. We have Ghana Boxing. Sorry for me to say this, but we have Ghana Boxing Association. Mr. Baza, as we speak, there are boxers who have fought for this country, Olympics and stuff, that haven't been paid. There are boxing coaches who are coaching our young talent so we can win championships in the world and represent Ghana on the boxing field. But Mahama doesn't see revamping that. You see, and he's such a trickster that he tells you he built the Bukom Arena. Now, let's be honest with ourselves. Mahama see Bukom Arena and fight him to me organizing one sign of free. What use was the Bukom Arena when Mahama was the president 2014, 13, 15, 16? Empty.
I can't remember.
You see, another government comes in place and puts in the measures to make the place operational, to make the place viable. You want to be credited with it. But as to what the place is being used for, Mahama, he doesn't care about it. And that is why he will find it wise to give Anthony Joshua more than $2 million for him to just come and show appearance.
Are you sure?
For Ibrahim Mahama to show us that he is the most wealthiest man, and therefore he can give him a motorbike, a bike, Now me, I always tell NDC for say, no matter how it goes, no matter where it goes, there would be an end to their reign, and another government will take power. And that is when all these things they are using to cover their deeds, we are now going to peruse all of them and make sure that we bring them to justice. And woe betides any NPP leader, any MPP parliamentarian, any MPP king, chief, whoever you are in MPP, When the tables turn and you guys all of a sudden have your righteous lessons on, 12 Ghana, they will run. Some of these chiefs will run and leave there because you know what? When all this nonsense is going on, the so-called chiefs, the so-called CSOs, all of them are quiet. Now let me tell you something. And Professor Kase, CSOs are no makasa no. How do you expect them to talk when the same CEOs who head these CSOs are now appointees of the government? What do you want them to come and say? When they were in opposition, and then way, we told Ghanaians, John Mahama has only one thing to do, one thing to say. PBR say, only one job he had. And Ghanaians bought into that stupidity. Today we have the leader of ASEPA, such a useless Thompson boy, small boy, and the mining commission, or no, deputy CEO, deputy director, mining commission. But when they sit on TV, they're neutral. Then you're Ghana, then you're how do you tell me, say, so when you pay for the bottom for, who pick the Wobel school, and only had the papa. Obi ye ukrom atabesabe atakwa medan yeguo ukrama ukotama asphalt Ewa mo bi te say ASEPA sami jamfi abeda den sami jamfi gold board ono na da no ye twa budget ya magana no obi ade ye twa man the cities sami jamfi de ye twa ne dollars mu na ma no stupid entities walking around like they are PhD holder, they are this and they are all empty. And it is all because now, have you seen what the American government is doing to Ghana now? You see what the FBI is doing?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, because they know the thieves are in power. And when the thieves are in power, they move. And once you move, you see crime, this is how crime works, eh? You to sell fraud in the DNA. I bet you also where they move. Once you come and you want to make that your main job, you get exposed, and that's what happened. Most of these boys see cocaine dealers near they told some Mahama is coming and business is going to go. But we are in an AI world whereby everything you do, Mr. Bansa, everything you do can be found. Don't be stupid. These days, yes, can see a new fraud in your be nada ube din na the mawacha 3 months 4 months police people dying onipa usu ni ID no the whole baba asem. But they thought a criminal government is in power, so let us use this is the time for us to move our cocaines. This is the time to move our fraud things. This is the time. As for Mahama, he will allow you to transfer big amount of money that he doesn't know where it's from to come into your Ghanaian account. So let us go put him to work. You are there calling such a man a scammer. He is a demon and a demonic entity that if Ghanaians don't open their eyes, Mahama will run this country down to the zero because he has already started. Now, what beats my mind about young Ghana for they say we are too, first and foremost, stupidly tribal. And the reason I say stupidly tribal, I mean, like, forgive my choice of, this is Buga Buga. Forgive my choice of word, but they are stupidly tribal because number one, he's an Ashanti man, He's married to a Votarian, has 3 kids, and because of politics, you can stand somewhere. Jimmy I been no so ne sabi kwa uni na awo, oni akani na awo. Ono so te vote ho. Say akani Jimmy for akani aboa. So you are being stupid. That tribal don't make sense. Because some pass Antini asem de ni kwan say bi owo ni asantini be ma ana asantini ba akoda ne wo. O say ni ntasiafo. Pe vote ni asem de ni kwan say uni voter region ni ba akowa na be ma kowo. But is that what happens? No. And funny enough, sawari ni po na eche. Oba ni free baby now free by you vote abwe I no na eche o ene dey waru kuro ni Mr. Bansa nya ni aye ne say waru kuro ni bebre ni na awade agugu. Ghanaians need to wake up. Mr. Bansa, the way I'm your politics in air time because John Mahama on any given day, Mahama shouldn't be given a chance anyway.
Yeah,
you give.
That is true. It's very obvious, His first term, even recently before he took over power, we all had the promises that he made. He has reneged on almost all of them. What has he done so far?
Now, here's my fight. This is why I get angry. I'm a woman. When President Kufuor was leaving, he left free maternal care and national health insurance. When Mahama was leaving, those two things were non-existent. Nana Akufo-Addo comes to at least bring one of them to light by paying 1.2 billion that we owed on the national health insurance scheme that we had not paid service providers. Paid it and made it viable. Made sure he had the dialysis, food, diabetic patient, medication is on the national health insurance scheme. These are the things Nana-Addo and Bawumia NPP government did. They did this for the country's health. But we sat down for a dining hall prefect to come and tell us, say, it is not good. If a government comes in and a government provides a health amenities or give you these health facilities, the government hasn't done anything. As a matter of fact, they enter. And you believe it. This person comes to power now, like Abraham Intakando doesn't even have sense no more. But in opposition, very loud. As we speak, the National Health Insurance Scheme, after everything we have done to sustain it for 8 years, these people are finding it hard to even keep it up. They've already taken the dialysis off it. If you don't know, and very soon they are going to descend on the diabetic patient. One more year diabetes for no, there's no money dialysis to every almost no, and this is for the test diabetes for no so. Now I'm drone now. I'm sabi abind the mom kakra no. Sika ya debe ton beba to Mahama na sabi na kron fo sabi. Omo botom ntino. Ya nkoto drone no. Enti ya yi no so e dey free national insurance no so. Enti Mr. Bansa, or any beba mo so no, you have a card and it doesn't really cover anything. Is that the Ghana they ask for? Somebody tells you, say, me, don't go for development fund. So, sorry, today is not about Bawumia, but let me chip this in. Mr. Bansa, Bawumia is the most qualified person to lead Ghana as it stands now. There is no candidate, NPP, NDC, CPP, PNC, from the sea, from the boat, from the sky. There is nobody in Ghana at this moment can be the sovereign king or the sovereign president that will work and it is clear. It is clear. Dr. Bawumia himself, Dr. Bawumia himself, a man and a year business. Mr. Bansa, it alone in Ghana, it's not a joke. The collateral and one year, so what they back. It's most women checking out. On person of the branch one never yet that you not so. Na bank to lie ade na bank no na mekoji yo me say scan na osu go be ho na de atete sa ne wu. Dr. Bawumia say my young development fund o yo ba na wu hie ska wa ba ho wa beton wo proposal na kire yen na yeso ye no wa ama wa dwene a wo ye betumi ayi na amount startup na o de akoye wadwuma. This is a fund. It is a grant the government is giving you. Now what my Mahama dada will say go be see women's bank am a women. Na ma mi Jane o lady panke atna ho aye ne wig say yi o ba ye o free yi o koda ayi England o say wan ba ye hu bi o what be ka dem o be ma ayi abrofo party we a widifo party and this way aye sa ba be ku ahye dem ma mi Jane o pokwa ma bi e wani ye prama e ma bank ne ye say ye mo 51 o ba ye untumi make comment. Your wig is simple funu and I want to one vice president na 20 years you can who on top and ya brought it here and if I omudimba here to succeed John Mahama if it's not the criminal things he want to do akajena na concept be obefan as vice and at the first women vice and then Malcolm the first women vice no and Emma came the same John Dramani Mahama the same John Dramani Mahama yes a circle. Ne bad luck here when I'm hunti no. But you tank throw said the akoshe. And crofua won crofua asese. Dem first come mama na man friend the omo bi di dwa ho mo nya yi no. Na said the nam tema pro. Aye na hwene sabe okifo aben. Mo ton kopi aben yes pick it one for. Aben obu no pop no. Said the nam tema cry na hwene say no bonto akese fa ye disapeni. Asese scan egum. Na nya krono na nka wo pesa wo ba And you crony Jimmy and Ghana, such a money, we give it in cash. We can check. And not transfer pool, since it is a government entity. Like the people that have been affected. Yet now I said this kind of Johnny. Here can say court of competent jurisdiction said she is a fugitive or you black. He can tell you 1 4. Your Mahama did not be Canada and already a damn in the share where he has now and yes, I just a Toronto police phone in our Ebemubabechimi. I'm alive.
Are you sure she's
Because I know says they said, oh yes, how much smuggled them from America than about Canada? That is the intel I have, and I'm working on it. Now this is said the name crew about Beshek and we said Canada, and I don't bet Shiano, no mini Beshian, no 1 minute so for Ghana for the camera. Wait hot. Wait, Jan said, Sabicano for real time, Sabio move fan chamio, or that Nayarian personal, or not a young coaching fan to stretch us. So now OS been finding news, my son, a question for media forum. Now, let me get into the substantive thing. I don't call John Mahama a scammer. I call John Mahama a lazy he-goat. That is what I call him, or a lazy. Any man who does not change from their past mistakes is a lazy man. They are not willing to change anything about themselves. Utie, when I was in Ghana, it was in your studio, Koda. I told you, say, this government is coming to fail.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And I'm catching or say, appointment ya John Mahama no. Comes clear said the man is going to fail. Now, moment the time back there, look at what is happening now. Now, our international reputation, that's for you. You are old. You and my CEO, Mr. Bright. You people are Ghana ambassador Ben, and I'm within the 2 coin, represent Ghana as my foreign minister, or we are not human, who are a Commonwealth for leader. An African Union for leader. Well,
I can't readily remember. But
because there is none until another government that record, nobody had it. You see, we should stop this now. MP today in the year and this day in the year. And Crawford because we have Rollins. Rollins then Crawford here, Secretary of State. This is what the foreign minister is, right? Over America, they call them Secretary of State. Pretty much acting like the president himself in all cases, like Marco Rubio is doing for Trump. Now listen, Fachame, yibi, Rollins yibi, we are not by Anton and Capo, Utie, President Kufuor yibi, the foreign ministers, first one, Kufuor, and Ameboa, or no, any to be president. Meboa, and I'm a man, that is MPP, and Ameboa. Atamre Sebaye, and see the foreign minister, and I tell them in Abedibi. Oh, we are not inside. I'm afraid because Echo as far as we uncle head or crowd.
yeah, but Felix, let's stay on course, you know.
But no, let's be, because this is all part of it. This is all part of the image Mahama is using, like his incompetence and his stupidity to destroy Ghana. Because as we speak, Okudata block like I like to call him, that guy with the fraud, he talks stupidly. That guy is now the foreign minister. He's your top diplomat. All the ministers in Ghana, Okudata block is your top diplomat. When Okudato was in opposition, he was criticizing Ayokoboche on every side and lying and destroying this woman's reputation. When the woman finished her job, who is she now? President of the whole Commonwealth. And Commonwealth is all the countries that UK ruled. All the colonial countries that, like the UK ruled, is what forms the Commonwealth. Canada. And you are telling me such a minister is not good. That a block to me mail you a passport. And to come out before running competent. God will punish all of you one. We were here. Apart from the Spanish flu, one of the world pandemics that has been very, like, impacting human life was coronavirus. Say, I live in Canada, 25 years in here. Okay? Me work inflation. The first time I had inflation was after COVID and during COVID. Canada is part of the G7. For those of you think Canada is some small country, no. We have seat at the G7. One way can be a demo we as in Canada, you will know why it is so. but the country was brought to its knees. Let me tell you something. We had, even now as we speak, we have some hospitals that are robots and a Juma Kohamba River, new one now, Omayena, robots and a war. Okay? Even that people died. Look at the number of people that died. You get a smart manager of a country who tells you that, listen, say Ghana ni ba kukura wu ebe ha me because me nya the tax enje. But me to me so Ghana ni na cinema na sustain na say no ho to na awaye den ono so aboa me asoman. Ghana for anti sa principle na na do dem o na say. Okay? Ghana for didn't understand. We bastardized Nanado all the way. The say John Mahama took quite brochira. Then he acknowledges that coronavirus is a problem. That when John Dramani Mahama comes to Ghana, it is Baumia and Awabumbo Mumbo. You were just a penny Captain Smart and they say, what now when we have Classifonumu, now Coca say, not Baumia, Bumbo Bumbo. And then the whole world, the man have been lecturing about the way forward. Now, tariffs, it didn't help the economy. Every country has tried that, it's not working. What is the next way forward? The only person they saw worthy in Africa was Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who was lecturing these economic gurus. What you have been one and two, Jimmy for Mango Diana say, Kwasiasa Obi Baye, Women's Bank, and Ebuaka Jama Cronfo way, the Tluko of Anthony Dos Abama 2 million, Kwasia, Peria Woodin, and China, dear Gumu Woody. Say, hey, what buying Abba, and you are buying your poor government. So, what buying Abba, they would mean the dear, what buying no, and you buying Papa. Now, do not know on your Papa, no, or no credit to me, Mamma Yakes, and then submit them fee, who will submit them fee, why prom. So, compare submit them fee 2014, 2015, over fee. And then Sami Miami, or to me, Gucci, or Shep Prada. What kind of wickedness are we doing to Ghana? John Dramani Mahama knew, say, the coronavirus was a problem because they are not meant to say every country, UK, America, everybody said coronavirus. Whenever he came to Ghana, he said, no, we cannot accept coronavirus. When we were in power, we told Ghanaians that global pandemics, external shocks, gives problem to every economy. Our position, it's not almost true. So Russia, Ukraine cannot be a factor. Coronavirus cannot be a factor. So today, I don't want the incompetent Mahama and his incompetent bunch to sit in Accra, eat all the food, drink all the liquor they want, and come and tell us that, oh, the Iran and Israeli war is now causing, going to cause financial shakeup and whatsoever. That is stupidity. We don't want to hear that. Now, my last message is that, from Mahama, it is never too late. Okay? If you think, or if you now believe that indeed you are an incompetent man, and has nothing better for Ghana, it is not too late to resign. Resign and give it to somebody else. So Vice President in India, Ibrahim Mahama Krabi the president, we will accept for just the 4 years. We are okay with it. And stop fooling. Because they are all, could go Ghana anymore as internationally. They could Ghana anymore as international. And the stupid NDC people don't see this. I'm going to say it's all fun and gravy. Senior, watching me on TikTok, they're paid to follow. It's Koda Media TV. You can find them on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Felix. Thank you, viewers, for being with us.
Ejifo munti nkabwena munhye no so ansa na yato adwumedi ne so. Eduru wanwaso bi aba guamanso a wafre no milk thistle liver complex supplement. Na eduri eduru a wo liver problem and I say merabo ho ha obiara hepatitis B, C, D and E sa ha ni bia onya se duru bia ebeboa afi wo immune system a hare so a eno so onya duru bia ebeboa adanse DP wo ho se wanom saden na eno so de oha bi abre wo liver ana wo merabo out inflammation bi wo ho eno so wonoma ebitimi aboa wonya fatty liver ana salade bi aba wo merabo ho eno so wonoma ebitimi ahohoro ni nyina afio yedura asenipa bibre yare nti wonya bia ebeboa woto abiesa wo che obaako eno ye battery get one free ahomatrofo a woposo a wonsa bɛka sa aduru bi 02014295511 ewiase obi benya wa na ifi oyare obededem na ifi oyare ohia behia wa na ifi oyare na wo yo berima na wontimi nyira wo nanso a na eyo ahometew papa na yare a wofre no prostate enlargement se ebi how padia ene na wo last stop ani ma nya duru won waso bia onum bia ukojina wona wodwonso a etesere won abuye pipe ta uyo bia sepsebe junso nti unya kwanda no dwa unya bia ho beto ana se ukojina wona binwunso yi obi wojina ojunso nkete enu ina yo hawa edeba mmerima na uyo bi so a ojunso na oti oya obi wo oberima mu eno so unya se aduri bia ebeboa wanunum nuru pi wanu mabrofuduru anumibunduru enso wonhu ano endo na ubehia neutralite product na wayusu na sa ohaw nyina ebefi ho na ahomatrofo a woso a wonsabetimi akasa aduri bi no 001 216 374 8547 ani ono na wonsabe kan wo sa ahomatrofo so yeto so bien Rita ono so 001 614 205 1844 bomadiana pususa homai na obenya drubi na ho ato